Just moments ago, I signed a declaration of emergency for Coconino County. There will be no expense spared in combating this blaze. This is the absolute top priority for the state of Arizona at this moment and will remain so until we have it contained and safe.
That is Governor Ducey going to northern Arizona today to assess the firefight and to provide emergency financial relief for Coconino County. The museum fire has now burned over 1,800 acres up near Flagstaff. And here's the latest footprint of the museum fire. Again, it's location critical. There's NAU, there's downtown Flagstaff. There's about the city limits just a mile away on the west side of Mount Eldon. And take a look at this huge growth up here on the north and east flanks. They did a lot of burnout operations last night. They let the fire run in this elevated area. They didn't want it to go over Little Eldon Mountain. Now, what's this area in the blue? That's the real threat right now at this hour. With that heavy rainfall that went right over the fire line, they're worried about possible flooding heading right down slope, right down Mount Eldon Lookout Road. That's the second concern. First the fire, second the flooding. Our Max Gordon has been there all day following the fire's developments. Max, you spoke with evacuees. I just saw where City of Flagstaff tweeted out they've already given out 6,000 sandbags. People are worried not only about the fire but the flooding as well.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that flooding concern. And as you can see, we're getting a little bit of sprinkles here in Flagstaff. And even though the weather is now cooperating, as you mentioned, the fire did grow in the past 24 hours, grew about 800 acres since the last update. So for some, that meant it was time to go. Gina Darlington packs away her most valued possessions.
Oh, I forgot about these pictures.
Taking the things that can't be replaced.
My sister-in-law did sketches of all my boys when they were young, so I took all those and my wedding picture and that kind of stuff.
Darlington's house sits on the northern edge of Flagstaff along Highway 89.
We do have a little watering system for our plants, and we've been running it several times a day just to try and keep things wet.
And while they're not under a mandatory evacuation order, she and her husband decided it was time to go as they watched the museum fire creep closer.
It's terrifying. So watching that. Last night, the whole mountain looked like it was on fire.
Since the fire started Sunday, it's burned around 2,600 acres, and around 500 firefighters and 11 hotshot crews are currently fighting the flames.
I have to say, and I want to commend the boots on the ground that are out there today and doing what they're doing.
And today, Governor Ducey signed an emergency declaration to help unlock more firefighting resources.
There will be no expense spared in combating this blaze. This is the absolute top priority for the state of Arizona.
I don't think I can fit anymore.
Meanwhile, as Darlington packs away her last photos, all she can do now is hope for the best.
It still doesn't seem real, and I guess I hope it never becomes real. I hope I don't have to come home and find ashes.
And even though firefighters might be getting some relief from the rain, flooding in those fire-scarred areas, that is now going to be the main concern. Sandbags being handed out here in Flagstaff. For now, live in Flagstaff, Max Gordon, Arizona's Family.
Yeah, several different locations for people to pick up those free sandbags. Max, thanks for that live report.